call you? Pitbull, Armando, Mr. Worldwide. You have all these names.
I confuse myself sometimes too.
I know.
Definitely for this interview, we can do Armando.
Armando.
Yeah.
Great to meet you.
Yeah, same here.
I've been a big fan for a long time, and my wife and I have been to your concerts, and we love your music. And,
Thank you.
And what is your life like? I mean, the life that you live, traveling around the world, doing all the stuff that you do.
I've been very blessed, but my life, to be honest with you, it's normal. Yeah. You know, I don't let the game play me. I play the game. So with that said, we've worked very, very hard to be able to create our own agendas, our own schedules, and create our own opportunities. Okay, it's taken a long time. I've been in the game 17 years. We put out 10 albums. Like you said, we've traveled the world, which has been the best form of education. And as far as sold millions of records, been in amazing award shows. I mean, one of my favorites, I was just at the Songwriters Hall of Fame, getting inducted as a global ambassador with Jay-Z, Berry Gordy, Smokey Robinson, and Bon Jovi was there. I mean, it was just an honor to be in that room. So those are the kind of things to me that are priceless. And when I mean awards, I always say when we get awards, my kids don't need awards. Okay. Right. And I don't think pawn shops pay much for them, to be honest with you. But be able to be in those situations and learn from those kind of folks, to me, it's become a normal part of our life, to be honest with you. So I don't take anything for granted. I appreciate every opportunity. And more than anything, enjoy the ride. Life is short.
Yeah. Well, you're a worldwide iconic entertainer.
Thank you.
And you're the list of accolades is really, really long. And we do this event for entrepreneurs once a year, right?
Yes.
And we bring in thought leaders from all over the world. And when I first announced that Pitbull, Mr. Worldwide, is going to come to GoPro Recruiting Mastery in November 2017, and he's going to speak, everybody's like, what? Because what they don't know, what a lot of people don't know, is your story and the entrepreneurial spirit that you have. What I'm most interested in, there are two things fire me up. One is an artist of any sort, and two is an entrepreneur, somebody who thinks outside of the box in whatever arena. So my first question down this road is you talk about in your songs turning your life from negative to positive.
Yes.
And that's not just a lyric, that really happened.
Yes.
You know, so tell me more about that experience.
Well, look, to be an artist, you are an entrepreneur. You're always going against the grain. You're going against people that don't believe in you. You're going against every time you do have a quote-unquote hit record, the next record is never as big as the last record. So you constantly have to reinvent yourself. You have to apply untraditional, unconditional, and innovative way of thinking on how to move and maneuver and navigate where you're going to go. No? And where does this entrepreneur spirit come from? Where does this fighter come from? Where does this hustler come from? Well, it comes from, I'm a first generation Cuban American, living the American dream, broke all the chains. My grandmother was a part of the revolution in Cuba. You know, along Castro, she was one of the first 4 women that was up in the mountains fighting with him. My aunt, political prisoner. My mother came over an operation called Peter Pan. She didn't get to see her family. I was at 10 years old. She didn't see her family. It was only from 3 to 7 years again in New Jersey. And then my father, he came over because they won the lottery in Cuba. And the lottery in Cuba is real simple. It's no money. You win freedom. So to be able to be born in the United States in 1981, which was right after the Mariel boat lift, this was all injected in them. What? Take advantage of this opportunity to be in this country. Take advantage of the fact that you control your own destiny. Take advantage of the fact that you can be whatever you want to be in this country. And take advantage of the fact that you have freedom. So when those things were injected into me, every morning they spoke about the story and what went on and why I'm so blessed to be in the United States of America. So what did I take? I take that drive, that hustle, that fighter, everything that I'm watching in the streets while I'm growing up, and I go, wait a second, how do we put this together? And that was music. Music is a product, and I have to find ways on how to move it, right? Well, my mother growing up had every job known to man, worked, I mean, Me personally, I went to probably about 25 different schools, lived in good neighborhoods, bad neighborhoods, worse neighborhoods. But my mother sold water. I was right there with her knocking on doors. My mother sold cable. I was right there knocking on doors with her. She sold Avon. I was right there knocking on doors with her. Amway, I mean, you name it. She did it, and I learned. And I think that not only to be an entrepreneur is thinking outside the box. That I agree with 150%, but I also think it's all about an approach. And not only an approach physically, an approach mentally. Because if you're chasing money, it runs. All right? If you're making money, it's different. All right? So for people that are entrepreneurs, there's no cut in the corner. There's no magic bullet. There's no cheat sheet. It's really simple, as complex as it may sound. Hard work. Work hard. Believe in yourself. They tell me all the time, Chico, that's another name that I got, by the way. They say, Chico, you're so lucky, Chico. I said, man, you know what's funny? Harder I work, luckier I get. It's really that simple. So and people think that there's something genius to the things that we do. And it's not, because look, in the music business, it's just that. Music business. And it's a business where half of them don't know music and half of them don't know business. Have no business in music. What is this? I'm confused, right? Well, guess what? We have to constantly do? Fight. Because it's 90% business, 10% talent. And I'm far from talented. But I'll outwork you. I'll out-hustle you. And I have a lion's heart. You know, when I say I mean we, I mean us, because there's no way I do this by myself. We have an amazing team that understands the vision, which there's a saying in Spanish is paso corto, vista larga, which is short steps, long vision. And I think everybody now, we're living in a society that's filled with instant gratification. Instant gratification. But if they only knew, the more you want things faster, what comes quick leaves quicker. Because it's easy money. You don't appreciate it. You don't understand it. So to me, it's not about building a business and making all this money. Yes, don't get me wrong. There's no hidden agenda here, guys. We all want to generate. I get that part. But man, the priceless part is the journey. The priceless part is all the no's you ran into, all the failures that happened, all the slip-ups, all the times you got knocked down. That is the fun part of the story. That's why when you get in a circle of people and you're talking to them about success and you're talking to them about what it's really like, they respect you and they love to be around you because you admit what it took to get there. And that to me is a true entrepreneur, a true fighter, someone that goes, you knock me down, but wait till I get back up. Oh, it's going to be so much fun, Those are the things that I look forward to. And there's little things that I tell people all the time in success, right? It's like making a record. It's not just making it, it's about maintaining it, right? But to me, you have levels of success. You succeed, that's making it. Success is maintaining it. When you understand those two, then you are successful. Right? But people don't break down words. Me, I live in a life constantly playing with words and finding double meanings to them and how to make something so simple but yet so genius. Well, if you break down the word success, it's telling you everything. When you get to a certain level of success, you're giving people access to suck in excess. That's what success becomes. As an artist, you have a manager sucking. You have the label sucking, agent sucking, taxes sucking. Then comes friends, family, everybody, one way or another, hitting you. When you finally realize that is a part of success, then you can become successful. So as an entrepreneur and everybody out there is trying to create something, invent something, and be innovative, just know that it comes with valleys, peaks, ups, downs, speed bumps. I mean, you name it. That's the priceless part of being an entrepreneur. I think it's the story and the journey.
Most of the audience is watching this and is going to be seeing you in November. These people are in the network marketing business. Mm-hmm. They're selling products and services. They're building teams of other people doing the same thing. They're building it out of their home. And this is not a traditional path. Most people are raised to get an education, get a job, work for the man. And these people want to go a different route. First of all, what do you think about a person making that choice to be in business for themselves, to be in network marketing? And, what advice do you have for them, maybe when they face resistance from their friends, family, you know, people that don't understand what they're doing?
And one of the neighborhoods I lived in Miami is a neighborhood called Wynwood. They would always say, don't talk about it, be about it. When people don't believe in what you got going on, they just did you a favor. You don't need them in your circle. And sometimes, you know, said God had a saying, and he said, I gave you friends to apologize for your family. Okay? Because sometimes our inner circle are the first ones bringing us down. And I use this analogy all the time. I said, it's crazy. Because when you're a baby and you go to get up and you go to walk, what's the first thing everybody does? Oh my God, look. Oh, look at Jimmy's walking. Boom, Jimmy falls. But they go, get back up, get back up. Come on, come on. Hey, everybody, come see this. And everybody's like, yeah, yeah, yeah. You know why Jimmy walks? Because everybody's motivating him to walk. Well, it's the total opposite as you become an adult. You try to become a lawyer, a doctor, or anything you want to do, open a business. Everybody's, oh, that's not going to work. Why are you even thinking like that? Why are you even know? You should just go get a 9 to 5. You just did me a favor. Thank you. I appreciate you. You just motivated me. And as in this journey, as you take it, you start to find people that understand your vision. And you motivate them, they motivate you, and that's where you really become a team and you start to execute and start to bring things to life.
One of your secrets to success, I know, you're a very humble guy, which is surprising to me for a superstar.
Well, thank you.
But you're talking about 10% talent. I think your fans and most people in the world would disagree with that. You talk about one of your secrets to success being hard work. What's another thing that kind of separates you as an entrepreneur, as an artist, from people that maybe aren't as successful as you? What's your secret sauce when it comes to what causes you to excel?
I love new challenges. I love to fight. You know, what I mean by fighting is not that I'm going out there looking for, you know, a battle to be a part of. No, but if we come up with an idea and we feel that it's great and we feel that it can make a change one way or another, we fight for it. You know, good thing is that we always invest into ourselves. That's another thing that I'll tell entrepreneurs. Always invest into yourself. Always invest into who's going to be a person that's going to help you grow to the next level, or whatever product it may be, however it may be. Always invest into yourself. Best investment you can make. So as long as you stay relevant, say in my business, you're able to do that because you've built a platform that allows us to fight, that allows us to take on new challenges, that allows us to think out the box, that allows us to have that entrepreneurship spirit.
You think it's adaptability? Well, the ability to kind of move with whatever happens. It doesn't matter what anybody else does.
To be able to adapt to any environment, yes. And I grew up like that. I grew up in so many different neighborhoods that it's never been a problem for us to pivot, and just because it's really just a tweak when you think about it. But as long as you're having fun and the people around you, you're happy around them, there's no tension, there's no crabs in a bucket effect, that's what makes it so fun. The journey priceless. I'll continue to say that because that's really what it's about.